Alright guys, I got something else cool to show you today. This is a Chinese iron ruler from the 19th century, so that was only like 100 some years ago. The Chinese would use these iron sword-like scepters to beat their subjects into submission. And the scripture I'm about to read to you guys comes from Greek culture and obviously the Roman Empire, based on Alexander the Great's conquest of the entire world. The scripture comes from Revelation 2, verse 26 through 27. So we're talking about a king who actually conquered nations with like 60,000 Greek, or 45 to 65,000 Greek soldiers. I'm trying to show you guys that your God is a conqueror, and the cross was a form of Persian torture that they used to kill Leonidas, and then they eventually cut his head off and impaled his head on a stake. This was a form of Persian torture, and the reason that the Romans used it against the Jews is because the Romans hated the Jews so much. I also want you guys to go follow and subscribe to this guy, Peter Brown. I'm planning on doing it. I love reading the Greek scriptures in their actual language. They're very educational, and they basically show you where the Bible has its origins in a very solid linguistic structured language called Koine Greek. So please go subscribe to him. He deserves a subscription. He's actually educating the next generation of biblical scholars. And yeah, I want to also show you, before my own reading of the Greek scriptures, a sarcophagus from the time of Alexander the Great. This is likely not Alexander the Great's sarcophagus. It was probably one of his generals or one of his elite soldiers. Apparently it was erected after the Battle of Issus, when Alexander conquered King Darius, and Darius basically retreated and eventually was killed by his own men. It depicts the battle. So whoever that man was, he was very important to Alexander, because that is a very expensive sarcophagus of a very, very powerful and rich king. So with that being said, here's the actual Greek scriptures. Follow along with me. Kai ha Nikon, conquering, and to the one conquering, it's not the greatest